In the heart of untamed lands, where shadows swallow the light, a war rages. Wild boars, armed with razor tusks and relentless hunger, aren't just animals. They're destroyers of fields, livelihoods, and peace. But a few brave hunters, fueled by grit and armed with cutting-edge gear, stand ready to face the beasts. This isn't just a hunt. It's a battle for survival. From the moonlit fields of France to the rugged hills of Turkey, the ravaged plains of Oklahoma, to the wilds of Queensland, and even the skies above, join us as we follow these elite warriors. Each step pulses with danger. Each shot echoes with purpose. Will they conquer the chaos, or will the boars claim victory? Stay locked in to find out. France. The fields of France lie cloaked in darkness, where every rustle could be a deadly threat. Wild boars, their tusks gleaming like daggers under moonlight, tear through crops with ruthless abandon, turning fertile lands into battlegrounds. But tonight, they're not alone. John and his team, seasoned hunters with nerves of steel, move silently through the shadows. Their infrared optics pierce the night, revealing every twitch of life in the blackness. The air is thick with tension, the silence broken only by the distant grunt of a boar. John's heart pounds, but his hands are steady. He knows what's at stake. One wrong move, and the hunter becomes the hunted. Suddenly, a sounder of hogs emerges, foraging without a clue they've stepped into a trap. John's finger hovers over the trigger, his breath held tight. The first shot cracks through the night, sharp and clean, dropping a boar in an instant. Burst after burst follows, each one a precise strike, each hog falling before it can react. In seconds, the group is gone, neutralized with surgical efficiency. The fields breathe easier, but John doesn't pause. He pushes deeper, his scope scanning the horizon. Another group appears, larger, bolder, their eyes glinting with defiance. John's experience takes over. He fires, and the night erupts with sharp cracks, each shot landing with deadly accuracy. The boars scatter, but none escape. The field is saved, the threat crushed, yet John's focus never wavers. His boots crunch through the grass, eyes locked on every shadow. Another group grazes carelessly, unaware of the danger closing in. John's scope finds them, and shots ring out, dropping each beast with relentless precision. In minutes, the field is silent again, the land reclaimed. But as dawn creeps over the horizon, an alert pierces the calm, more hogs detected. John sprints toward the danger, his team at his heels. Two massive boars bolt through the field, their speed like lightning. John locks onto the leader, his trigger pulls swift and sure. Shots echo, cutting off their escape. The land is safe for now, but John's work isn't done. He moves to the field's edge, where thick brush hides unseen dangers. A strange sound breaks the silence. A lone boar charges, unaware it's met its match. John's shot is flawless, dropping it in a heartbeat. Another signal buzzes from his team, and they race to a new location. A dark figure tears across the field, dodging with cunning speed. John's truck roars closer, but the boar is sharp, weaving through the grass. At the perfect moment, John fires. One bullet, one clean drop. The beast falls, and peace returns to the fields of France. The hunters stand tall, their mission clear. No boar will claim this land. Every shot, every step, is a testament to their skill and resolve. The night is theirs, but the war is far from over. Turkey. In the golden fields of Turkey, dawn ignites a new battle against an ancient foe. Wild boars, monstrous and unyielding, carve paths of destruction through crops that feed villages. Thomas and his team, armed with high-tech gear and unshakable determination, step into the fray. Every footprint, every snap-stalk is a clue to the beast's whereabouts. One slip, and they vanish into the hills. Thomas's eyes are sharp, his resolve unbreakable. The hunt begins at sunrise, their trucks speeding toward the post-harvest fields. Thomas moves with purpose, his rifle ready, scanning the open land. A hefty silhouette bursts into view, charging with reckless speed. Thomas doesn't flinch. His shot rings out, clean and true, dropping the boar in its tracks. The team's first victory sets the tone, but the fight is just beginning. They push into the golden cornfields, where Thomas knows the marauders hide. Every second counts, every rustle a warning. A dark shape explodes from the stalks, and Thomas's gun is up in an instant. One bullet fells the beast, its massive form collapsing in the blink of an eye. The team's fire burns hotter as they move to a vegetable field. Hunting dogs bay, their cries slicing through the air. Thomas locks onto a target in the field's heart, his shot sharp and final. The boar falls, silent, securing another patch of Turkey's farmland. On a hillside, Thomas takes position, his team fanning out to cover every angle. A herd of boars charges up the slope, aiming for their den. Thomas's rifle snaps up, and a rapid burst of gunfire echoes. One by one, the boars tumble, the hillside reclaimed. Pride swells in Thomas's chest. Tomorrow, the villagers will harvest in peace. But the hunt doesn't stop. Thomas spots a lone boar trudging through thick brush, its bulk no match for his trained eye. With practiced ease, he chambers a round and fires. The beast drops instantly, another threat erased. Down the rugged hillside, Leon takes his turn. A boar darts into his sights, fast as a bullet. His shot is decisive, stopping it cold. The land breathes easier, the crop safe for another day. Thomas and his team have fought relentlessly, their precision unmatched. Each shot is a promise of land. Each fallen boar a step toward peace. The fields of Turkey stand stronger, but the hunters know the beast will return. Their vigilance never fades, their rifles always ready. The battle for the harvest continues, and Thomas is prepared to fight until the last boar falls. Oklahoma. In Oklahoma, dawn doesn't just bring light. It reveals a war zone. Wild hogs, an army 1.5 million strong, rip through fields of corn and soybeans, leaving tens of millions in damage. This isn't sport, it's survival. John and his team, hardened by years of battle, take on invasion. The damp earth holds fresh tracks, leading them to a vast sugarcane field. Under the blistering sun, they wait, rifles ready, senses sharp. A crash erupts in the cane, and a massive black hog charges out, full speed. John fires twice, each shot a perfect hit. The beast drops hard into the red dirt, the first victory won. But the mission presses on. Another hog bursts from the cornfield, bloated from its feast. John's rage fuels his aim. His first shot slams its shoulder, but the hog's thick hide holds. A second shot hits its body, yet it barrels forward, vanishing into the stalks. John knows it's not over. Across the field, he's ready with his double-barrel shotgun, eyes locked on a gap. The hog charges out, desperate for cover. John's shot is clean, final, dropping at mid-sprint. The land sighs in relief. As the sun burns hotter, the fight moves to the forest edge. A hound's bark cuts through the thicket, signaling danger. David, positioned and ready, sees a hog break through. One sharp shot drops it instantly. But another charges, eyes blazing with fury. David fires point blank, stopping it cold. His breath shakes, he's just cheated death. Guided by barking dogs, Leon pushes deeper into the brush. A wounded hog hides, its heavy breast betraying it. Leon signals the dogs back, then fires a single merciful shot. The beast falls, saving the season's crops. The dogs bark again, warning of another threat. A hog charges like a torpedo. Straight at the team, instinct takes over. A rapid burst of gunfire erupts, dropping the beast in a flash. Oklahoma's fields bear scars, but the hunter's resolve is stronger. Each shot is a stand against destruction, each fallen hog a victory for the land. The team fights on, their mission clear. Protect the fields, stop the invasion. The sun sets on a quieter plain, but the war isn't over. John, David, and Leon stand ready. Their rifles a promise to keep fighting until the last hog falls. Aerial hunting. From the skies, the hunt becomes a pulse-pounding test of skill. Wild boars ravage fields below, their destruction clear from a helicopter's vantage point. The team boards, rifles ready, hearts racing. This isn't just hunting. It's a high-stakes mission to save crops and livelihoods. The chopper's roar sends boars scattering, but there's no escape. A flawless shot drops the first target, kicking off the aerial sweep. The next boar bolts, desperate to flee. The hunter tracks its every twist, firing a second shot that drops at mid-run. A perfect finish. The helicopter swings toward new terrain, the hunter's long-range skills on display. A boar panics, racing like a runaway train. From above, the shot cuts through the air, striking true. The beast falls, another trophy claimed. The team moves to a forest west of the village. A boar stronghold. A massive shadow bursts from the bushes, charging with raw power. The hunter aims for its weakest spot, and a single bullet sends it sliding across the earth. Dust settles, the threat gone. Binoculars spot a herd, unaware of the danger. A precise shot drops one, then another, each hit perfect. A final boar charges, dangerously close. The hunter fires, stopping it cold, then delivers a finishing shot. The village breathes easier, peace restored. The aerial hunt is a heart-pounding dance of speed and precision, each shot a vow to protect the land. The fields below bear scars, but the hunter's resolve is unbreakable. They've turned the tide, but the boars will return. From the skies, the team stands ready, their rifles a beacon of hope for the ravaged plains. Helicopter hunt introduction. The helicopter blades slice through the morning air, a deafening roar that signals the hunt is on. We touch down on the vast plains, where the earth bears scars of chaos. Fields torn apart, crops crushed under the brutal hooves of wild boars. These aren't just animals. They're a plague, ravaging everything in their path. From the sky, we see it all. The devastation, the destruction, the challenge awaiting us. Have you ever hunted from the heavens? This isn't just a test of aim. It's a clash of wills, a pulse-pounding dance of predator and prey. We grip our rifles, fingers steady, hearts racing. The boars scatter below, their dark shapes darting to the grass, thinking they can outrun us. They're wrong. Our first shot cracks through the air like thunder, a perfect hit, dropping a boar in its tracks. The aerial sweep has begun, and we're just getting started. The helicopter climbs higher, giving us a hawk's eye view of the battlefield. Another boar bolts, zigzagging in a desperate bid for freedom. We track its every move, calculating each twist, each turn. The pilot swings us closer. The choppers roar a warning to the beast below. Your time is up. My finger hovers over the trigger. Every second a heartbeat. Every movement a gamble. Boom! The shot rings out, slicing through the air. The boar stumbles, fights to keep running, but a second shot seals its fate. It collapses, motionless, a testament to our precision. The team cheers, adrenaline surging, but there's no time to celebrate. Another shadow moves at our 9 o'clock, and we're already locking on. This is no game. It's a mission to reclaim the land. The stakes are high, the enemy relentless, but we're ready. From above, we see everything. The trampled fields, the broken fences, the lives hanging in the balance. Each shot we fire is a promise, to the farmers, to the families, to the land itself. We won't stop until the threat is gone. The helicopter banks sharply, revealing a new target in the distance. The hunt is far from over, and the next challenge is already charging toward us. Queensland. In Queensland, wild boars tear through fields like a storm, smashing fences and leaving millions in losses. The government calls in Finn's elite team, not just a hunt, but to stop a catastrophe. This is a battle of nerve, a fight for peace on ravaged land. At dawn, tire tracks mark the earth as Finn's team splits into zones, each hunter a predator in their own right. Finn moves cautiously, eyes scanning for movement. A tracker beeps, and he freezes, rifle raised. A massive boar emerges, furious and fast. Finn's shot is instant, dropping it with brutal force. The hunt is on. Finn edges toward thick brush, every sense on edge. A strange sound breaks the silence, and a beast bursts into view. Finn fires, dust exploding as shots cut off its escape. The boar falls, another threat gone. An alert buzzes from his team, and Finn races to the spot. A dark figure charges across the field, speed blinding. Ben leaps from a vehicle, his shots tracking every move. The beast collapses, the field safer for it. As dusk falls, Finn's team shifts to night mode, blending into the shadows. Finn waits, binoculars revealing foraging boars. His gunfire cuts through the night, leaving a field of fallen beasts. On the eastern edge, Lion takes aim at a large herd. His shots are flawless, each crack echoing through the chill air. The threat is erased, the work of a true professional. Finn presses on, binoculars catching another herd. Within seconds, his shots drop them with practiced ease. The haul brings temporary peace to Queensland's fields, but the Boars' numbers grow fast. Finn's team knows vigilance is key. Each shot is a stand of farmers, each fallen boar a step toward reclaiming the land. The night grows quiet, but the hunters' resolve burns bright. They've stopped the disaster for now, but the war rages on. Finn stands ready, his rifle a symbol of hope for Queensland's battered fields. Forest hunt. We leave the open plains behind, descending into the shadowed heart of forest west of the village, a stronghold where wild boars rule unchallenged. The air is thick with tension, the trees whispering secrets of the beasts hiding within. This is no open field. This is their domain, where every rustle could be a charge, every shadow a threat. We move silently, rifles ready, eyes scanning the undergrowth. Suddenly, a massive shape explodes from the bushes, a raw force of nature barreling toward us at full speed. My pulse spikes, but my aim is true. I lock onto the boar's weakest spot, my fingers steady on the trigger. Bang! The shot tears through the air, striking with lethal precision. The boar slides across the red earth, dust erupting as it falls motionless. Another trophy claimed, but the forest holds more dangers. Through my binoculars, I spot a herd in the distance, foraging unaware of the storm coming their way. Their time is up. I take aim, the scope framing their fate. Bang! A precise shot drops the lead boar, its body crumpling to the ground. The herd scatters, but we're ready for the chase. The forest pulses with life and death. Every step a gamble. Heavy footsteps echo closer, faster, a warning of another beast closing in. I grip my rifle, refusing to back down. A massive shadow bursts from the undergrowth, leaping toward me, its tusks gleaming with menace. The distance is dangerously close. Hesitation could mean disaster, but I don't hesitate. A perfectly placed bullet strikes the boar's core. It staggers, fighting to escape, but a second shot ends it for good. The forest falls silent, the threat neutralized. I exhale, the weight of the moment lifting. We brought a fleeting peace to the village, but the hunt isn't over. The trees hide more enemies, and every shadow could be the spark of another battle. We push deeper, driven by the need to protect, to reclaim, to win. The forest may be their stronghold, but today we're the predators. Texas swamp hunt. The Texas swamp stretch before us, a treacherous maze of mud and water where wild boars thrive in the shadows. This is no ordinary battleground. It's a crucible of danger where one wrong step could cost everything. Hordes of boars gather here, their destructive hunger a threat to every farmer's livelihood. Today, we venture into their lair, hearts pounding, rifles ready, determined to take down the savage horde. Deep in the marsh, Nick spots a herd foraging, oblivious to the danger closing in. In an instant, he locks onto his target, his finger steady on the trigger. The gunshot echoes through the swamp, shattering the stillness. The herd scatters in panic, but one hefty boar lies motionless on the leaf-strewn ground, a clean, precise kill to open this thrilling pursuit. We push forward, the swamp's murky depths hiding countless threats. At a clearing, John spots a lone boar, grazing carelessly. His rifle snaps to his shoulder, the crosshairs finding their mark. The shot rings out, striking the beast dead on. It collapses. Another threat erased, another victory for the team. The swamp hums with danger, but we're relentless. John tracks deeper, his eyes catching a boar engrossed in foraging, unaware of the hunter's gaze. He selects the perfect angle, his movements fluid, practiced. The trigger pulls, and the beast drops instantly. No chance to resist. Gunfire echoes from other ambush points. A chorus of success as the team neutralizes threat after threat. These boars won't ravage the crops today. Not on our watch. The swamp is unforgiving, but so are we. Each step to the mud is a gamble. Each shot a vow to protect the land. Another boar charges through the reeds, its bulk a shadowed menace. We lock on, our rifles singing in unison. The beast falls, the swamp swallowing its defeat. The mission is clear. Thin the horde, save the fields, restore peace. The Texas swamps test our grit, but we're ready for the fight and the hunt roars on. Dense forest hunt. The dense forest looms like a fortress, its tangled branches hiding the enemy within. We arrive in our familiar vehicle, hearts racing, ready to face the wild boars that call this place home. The air is heavy, the silence deceptive. Danger waits in every shadow. We fan out to our preassigned positions, rifles at the ready, senses sharp. Minutes later, a boar ambles into Leon's crosshairs, unaware of the hunter's gaze. He waits for the perfect moment, then pulls the trigger. The gunshot shatters the silence, and the beast collapses instantly, an impeccable kill that sends a message. We're here to win. Deep within the forest, a hidden marksman spots a herd entering his line of sight. His rifle cracks, a rapid succession of shots dropping 2 boars at the rear. The lead boar escapes, vanishing into the dense woods, but the hunt is far from over. Outside, hunting dogs bark fiercely, their cries piercing the air. A massive boar bursts from the undergrowth, its tusks gleaming with menace. Without hesitation, a barrage of bullets cuts off its escape. The hunter closes in, delivering a final, decisive shot to ensure no mistakes. The beast falls, neutralized, a testament to our vigilance. These creatures are cunning, but we're relentless. The forest pulses with danger, every rustle a potential charge. We move deeper, tracking the herd trail, our rifles ready for the next encounter. Another boar charges, its speed a blur through the trees. We lock on, our shots tearing through the air with deadly precision. It collapses, the forest swallowing its defeat. Each kill is a step toward peace, a vow to protect the land from these invaders. The dogs bark again, signaling another target. We pivot, rifles raised, hearts pounding. The forest may be their sanctuary, but today it's our battleground, and we won't stop until the threat is gone. Oklahoma wild boar problem. In Oklahoma, wild boars are a nightmare, a plague tearing through the land. With population soaring between 600,000 and 1.5 million, they've overrun 70 of the state's 77 counties, leaving over $7 million in damage to crops, livestock, and soil. Worse, they carry diseases that threaten both humans and animals. Today, we trek through muddy, trap-laden forests to confront this invasive menace head-on. The boars are smarter now, retreating deep into the woods to evade us. But we're not deterred. Our rifles are ready, our resolve unbreakable. After 15 minutes of silent ambush, a boar appears, strolling as if it owns the forest. Travis, silent at his post, lowers his barrel and fires. The shot is sharp, but the stubborn beast fights to flee. A second shot rings out, dropping for good. A smooth, satisfying kill. We move swiftly, avoiding traces, widening our view. A rustling sound erupts from a slope, a herd charging down. My heart pounds, but I steady my rifle, waiting for the perfect moment. A boar breaks from the pack, slowing just enough. Boom! My shot flips it over, sending it rolling down the slope. The sun rises, and the boars hide deeper, forcing us to crawl through thick brush. The risk is high. One mistake could cost everything, but the thrill of the chase fuels us. My focus sharpens, reflexes honed by countless hunts. Another boar appears, and in seconds, it's down, a victory that sparks pride like no other. Travis and I climb to a higher vantage point, hoping to intercept from above. A boar emerges, just 5 meters away. Travis fires 2, 3 shots ringing through the hills, finishing the beast before it can charge. Another shadow moves, dangerously close. A single, cold shot drops it. We gather at the mountain's foot, the hunt nearing its end. One final boar, one perfect shot, no second round needed. The village awaits, a barbecue ready to celebrate our hard-won trophies. The fight against Oklahoma's boar plague rages on. But today, we've struck a blow for the land. European wild boar issue. Across Europe, wild boars are a growing nightmare, invading fields and devouring crops with ruthless hunger. Despite endless hunting efforts, their numbers swell, forcing farmers into a relentless battle. Join us as we follow Tony and his team on a heart-pounding hunt to tame this feral threat. Dawn breaks over a freshly harvested field, open terrain offering no cover for the boars. A single mistake could let them slip away, but Tony's team is ready. A massive boar, nearly 100 kilos, bursts from the tall grass, sprinting like a bullet. Tony gives chase in their vehicle, the engine roaring as they close in. He takes aim, his shot crisp and true, dropping the beast with surgical precision. The team pushes forward, fueled by this early win, leaving no boar unchecked. Hours of tracking lead Tony to the lead boar's trail. An ambush is set, each second ticking in breathless silence. Boom! The shot rings out as the target appears, collapsing less than a meter from Tony. His skill secures another trophy, but the hunt isn't over. A rustling in the dry grass signals danger. Tony creeps closer, and a massive boar charges, tusks gleaming. Instinct takes over. His shot stops the beast inches from disaster, years of experience saving the day. As night falls, the team switches to thermal scopes, the cold air perfect for hunting. Boars glow in the darkness, easy marks. In hours, they thin the herd dramatically, each shot a step toward control. A fleeing boar tests Tony's speed, but his rapid shots find their mark, dropping it with pinpoint accuracy. As night deepens, larger boars emerge. Tony's team unleashes a synchronized volley, the forest floor littered with their kills. From strategic positions, they fire with deadly precision. One shot, one kill. The hunt ends with sobering truth. The herd is vast, and this war will continue. But tonight, Tony's team has struck a powerful blow, bringing hope to a land under siege. Florida Field Hunt. In Florida's open fields, wild boars wage war, tearing through crops with brutal instinct. Iron fences bend, water tanks topple, irrigation systems shatter under their relentless charge. This isn't just damage. It's a declaration of destruction. Today, we hunt these invaders where no bushes offer cover, and every shot could spark a deadly fight. Will the boars flee, or will a 300-pound beast turn and charge? The field is a battleground, the boars a surge of fury, snapping corn stalks and trampling harvests. We advance with a harvester, stripping their hiding spots. Panic sets in, and they rush for the bushes. But I'm waiting, rifle steady. A quick glance, a single shot, and one falls silently. The hunt ignites. In a ravaged vineyard, hunting dogs bark fiercely. I sprint toward the sound, and a boar leaps out. No time to think. Boom! One shot drops it. A clean kill. Another boar bursts from the field, dodging my first shots. I pursue, circling to its blind side. It turns, but I'm faster. My shot ends at the field's edge. On motorbikes, we speed through endless green, spotting a dark shadow creeping to destroy. My teammate charges, the engines roar, sparking panic. The boar flees, but I aim true. 3 shots miss, but we close in. One final shot, clean and precise, drops it on its escape path. The dogs lead us back to the cornfield, their barks signaling a target. I rush to the edge, rifle ready. As dusk falls, I stalk alone, spotting a boar racing for the next field. I cut it off, my shot precise. It collapses without a sound. Hunting isn't just passion. It's survival, protecting crops and lives. Each boar down is a lesson, a victory. The fields are silent now, but the war isn't over. We fought hard, struck fast, and reclaimed a piece of peace, for now. The war against the wild boars rages on, from France's shadowy fields to Queensland's battered plains. John, Thomas, Finn, and their teams have faced the beast head-on, their shots echoing like thunder, their resolve unyielding. Each victory saves crops, protects livelihoods, and restores peace, for now. But the boars are relentless, their numbers growing, their hunger unending. Will the hunters keep them at bay, or will the beast strike back? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Whose shot was the sharpest? Stay tuned for the next chapter in this epic battle. The fields are waiting, and so are we. The dust settles, the rifles cool, and the land breathes easier tonight. From soaring helicopters to treacherous swamps, we face the wild boar menace head-on, protecting fields and futures with every shot. But the fight continues. These beasts won't stop, and neither will we. What did you think of this epic hunt? Drop your thoughts below. And join us next time as we track the next challenge. Hit subscribe, ring the bell, and stay ready for the thrill.